today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Washington Commanders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Rams. The Washington offense set to take over. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Steps away to his left. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Humphrey sliding out of the pocket. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with career touchdown number 75. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Humphrey, flush to his right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Back to throw. Humphrey. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. O'Shane Zimenez in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Humphrey. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Humphrey. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Humphrey eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 126 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Humphrey. He's got it. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Commanders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. On 1st and 10, Humphrey. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Humphrey slings this deep from McLaurin. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 64 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. He threw his league-best 35th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll start here on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Looking to throw. Humphrey. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they...
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert.
And he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Humphrey. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 48 yards. And the Commanders have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Throwing on first down, Humphrey. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 148 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin from 19 yards away. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On first down, Humphrey. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Looking to throw. Humphrey forced out to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Humphrey. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down, a run with Gibson. Shifts by him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
To throw on second down, Humphrey flushed out right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Gibson, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Operating from the gun, Humphrey. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there, with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On the draw, it's Gibson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 28. Now a second timeout called for by the remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Humphrey, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And here's a give to Gibson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 169 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Commanders, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.